You're probably going to hear the fans blowing in the background, but it's 80 degrees in here, and I don't want to put the air conditioning on because it's April 8th, 2021. It's too early. Damn global warming. I'm recording this for historical purposes because there's nothing I can do to help anyone anymore. My Parkinsonism is at the terminal stage, and I'm in pain most of the time now. I'm dying slowly by inches, and that's okay. I really don't mind. I'm going to a better dimension than the one here, I know that. Anyway, I've had visions all my life, and one in particular really haunted me, and I haven't had them for a while. I try to block them off because I can't always do anything with them. Sometimes I feel abandoned by my guardian angels, but I'm sure that's not true. It's just the way I feel. This is very sad for me to have to report, but in my visions, I saw that the disease from chemical poisoning, air, food, water, and beverages, industrial pollution, pesticides, canola oil, the list is endless. Medical negligence, our government on the take to industry, causing cancer, brain damage, brain disorders, and using poison to cure a disease that's been caused by being poisoning. And I thought it would be 200 years before my vision would come to pass. But I'm sad to say that it's already happening. In the visions I saw people like me. Now, in my case, it's a brain dysfunction as well as autoimmune disorders and allergies and chemical intolerances and the whole list of which is well documented in my YouTube channel and my websites. But I saw that we would be creating genetic mutations to the children. And I thought it would be 200 years from now. And I've come across a group in Australia. Now, they don't have the brain damage, but they're allergic to aspirin and salicylates, which is the chemical of aspirin that's natural. And frankly, it's in all plant life, fruit, vegetables, everything except for meat. So their diet is extremely limited and not very healthy. But they have no choice. And they suffer terribly. And the children suffer terribly. They have horrific pain. They break out in hives and rashes all over their body. They go anaphylactic. Oh my God. A hospital in Australia diagnosed them, but really the rest of the world is not recognizing this disease. So it really doesn't have a name. They're just calling it allergies to salicylates, but it's an autoimmune disease. And they take asthma attacks and so on and so forth. And here's the worst news for me. Okra reversed my memory loss, my brain damage. Yes, my Parkinsonism is not cured, and autoimmune disorders are worse, and I am terminal again. But I haven't lost my memory, and my brain is better than anybody I know. And I know a lot of people. and my ability to retain new information and to research is quite phenomenal, considering the pain and dysfunction in which I endure. And they don't have a brain disorder. And okra won't help them. Okra is extremely high in this chemical. Now, this is a natural chemical that acts as a pesticide, as a pest control to the plants. And okra doesn't require a lot of man-made chemicals because it already contains this chemical. Now, what reverses my brain damage is a different chemistry. It's similar to an amphetamine. There was one such amphetamine called Obitrol. It's off the market. But anyway, I didn't want people to have to use drugs to control disease and get well. So I'm living proof that I've managed to control a lot of diseases and a lot of people and help a lot of people. There are people in where I live now that have no idea the lives that I have saved. Schizophrenics, epileptics, food addictions, memory loss, allergies. That's when I was in Collingwood in Wasaga Beach. I had a lot of support, and I had people come to me, and I was able to help them. And I had a biochemist and a forensic scientist, and I had all kinds of help. But in Sudbury, I got diddle squat. And that's my mistake for coming back here. I have no support at all, other than Dan, keeps me alive. But he would have moved to Collingwood, Wasaga, if I'd stayed there. Anyway, nothing I can do about that, because my work would have been published by now if I hadn't come back here. So now it'll not get published in my lifetime, maybe not for 200 years. But my visions have come to pass, spreading in leaps and bounds. Children are being born with horrific autoimmune dysfunction, and they're really suffering. And it makes them immobile. They're in agony. And yes, the diet is a limited control, but I don't know how long they can live on such a diet. And there's little or no research anywhere else. I went through Google, and I went through Mayo Clinic, and I looked everywhere, and I could find nothing. So a woman did self-publish a book on the diet. It's called Fail Safe Diet. It's kind of a strange name, but that's what it's called. And I'm very, very sad to have discovered that it's already happening. So for historical purposes, okra will help many, but it will do nothing for them. They're allergic to it. So I don't know of any other amphetamine in food that can pump up your T and B cell function in your autoimmune disorders. Coated garlic pills do help, and garlic is the one thing that they can tolerate, and onion. But other than that, all anti-inflammatory foods they cannot tolerate. So, God help our species. We're so dumb. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about COVID right now. There's no news to report. Nothing's changing. People are getting dumber and dumber and spreading it. Anyway, to all of your children born with this terrible disease caused by chemical poisoning. I don't know what to tell you. We do have to stop poisoning the planet, our food, our air, our water. We need electric vehicles. We need to get rid of gas, oil, and diesel. We need to ban canola oil and rapeseed, R-A-P-E, it rapes your immune system. We need to get smarter. But they're making so much money off making us sick. Why bother? The corruption of our governments, the corruption in our healthcare system and the medical system. They're not all corrupt, just 99.9%. And the ones that aren't, they have no voice. Just like me, we have no voice. Anyway, I'm very sad right now. And I can only ask, Creator of the universe, take pity on these children. Find a food that is low in salicylates, but high in a natural amphetamine that will pump up their T and B cell function and control the autoimmune disorder. Okay, over and out. God help our species. It's not good news. But just for now, just for this minute, yes, I'm in pain, but I'm okay. I got okra again, and it took 5 days of flushing. Had to make myself bleed, forced diarrhea. It's not a way to live, but anyway, I got to my feet. And I'm still researching, trying to find a new diet for disease control. And so far, the one that I discovered in 1995 is still the best program. And I'll share that, I'll tip that out. God bless.